What's up, Bo? How's it going, man? Hey, what's up, man? Hey, Pyro, how's it going, bro? Cool, cool. Yeah, I'm trying to mull over the question. Should I order wholesale or should I go somewhere and pick it up? I don't know. There's like good sides to both. Does it sound all jacked up or is it half-ass decent? Yeah, I like them. Got a little bit of a collected. I'm all medicated and dedicated. I hear you, my brother. I'm working on it. I've been digging through boxes trying to find computer parts and shit. That's what I've been doing for the last 2 hours. I'm like, my God, I gotta get rid of some crap. See, here's my problem that I'm looking at right now at the whole, you know, wholesale order. If I want to go someplace like WF Boom just to get bulk, or do I want to go somewhere and pick out my products a little more selective, but not get as much, you know? Plus, I was probably talking to myself. I just don't know. It is because just about everywhere everywhere that I would want to go, we're talking at least a good 4 or 5 hour drive. Then you're looking at tax and everything like that when you buy it at the store. So I don't know. I'm not too thrilled about WF Boom's Pyro, but they're 40% off discount or 30% off on their shipping right now. Looks pretty good. I was like, I might go that route and then just fill in the special stuff with, shit that I find here and there kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, I know. I love the Euro stuff, trust me. It's gotten a lot riskier lately. But yeah, that's some of my favorites. It is. I'm not really most of the commercial cakes and everything I can get's fine for me. I just gotta have a little bit of boom. It doesn't even have to be crazy. But I like to have some good boom cans. I think right now I'm pretty good on the ground salutes. You can never have too much, but I'm doing pretty good on that aspect. Got both of those little pretty pink containers. They're full of them, and then the stuff I've got stacked on top and everything like that. So I've got pretty good on the booms as far as ground salutes go. Just got to get some shells and probably some TKs. I wanted to get some smoked TKs. That's something I really wanted to accomplish this year was to get some smoked Thunder Kings. Last time I had a chance to get some, their price was just like, oh my god! But I'm ready to step up and buy them. Have you? Cool, man. Sweet, man. Can't never have too many, right? People pop in, people pop out. I guess they're just not pyros, right? like them too, man. But last year, I mean, the price is still about the same. But I was like, oh man, there's a little extra for those bad boys tacked on there where they were, newish. I thought I'd let the new wear off of them a little bit, but apparently they're still pretty expensive. I want something to feel like, I don't know, between 8 and 9 p.m. on the 4th of July. There's always like a little gap there that I'd like to have something. Usually that's when we're messing around with bottle rockets and Roman candles and stuff like that, but it'd be cool to have something, else to add to it. Don't know, man. Then I just bought that truck, so that's also another thing. It's like maybe I shouldn't even buy fireworks, but I can't do that. That'd be ridiculous. What's up, KB? How's it going, man? You doing good tonight? I'm just sitting in here listening to somebody with a little ricer go around and around the neighborhood tearing ass. I guess they're in an argument with their girlfriend or something. I don't know. It's kind of crazy now. Cheap filler artillery. Yeah, see, that's my thing, man. I'm not going to hit the price point that I hit. I usually do. So I'm not going to get the kind of prices that I like, which kind of sucks. I don't know. I should just go pick the shit out or order it. A constant struggle, right? I do have a truck now, though, so it's an option. The only problem is it's like a 5.5 hour drive if I'll go after them, and that's a bit rough. Of course, shipping sucks balls too. I guess there's plus and minus on both sides. Either one you choose, really. If you go pick them up yourself, you don't have to pay for shipping, but you're paying taxes, which usually kind of, and then God only knows. Of course, if I go to pick them up, that's still a hell of a drive. I don't know. Seriously, sharp cheddar cheese and a barley pop. Ah, indeed, man. I prefer the Mountain Dew myself, but to each their own. Somebody around here's doing something. I guess they're fighting with their girlfriend or something because they're taking this little racer up and down the road just ripping ass. But it's like the same block that the police station's on, so I'm wondering how long this will last. But it's been going on for about an hour now, so it's hard to say. Hey, what's up, Luke? How you doing, man? What about you, Luke? How do you do it? Do you order wholesale or do you go pick up your own fireworks? Pick up. You live relatively close to where you buy your stuff, though. About 1 or 2 hours is not bad. Place I want to go is about 5 each way, which sucks. It'd get kind of expensive, my truck, probably. Yeah, but there's also something to be said for it showing up on your doorstep, too, on a pallet. That's kind of nice. Why do you powers get put on blast if they don't buy everything they say they're going to get? What do you mean? What if, like, you talking about, like, somebody bragged about getting a bunch of cool stuff and then they didn't? Something like that? Or if you ordered something and didn't pick it up? Or I don't really understand your question, Nicole. Hey, what's up? Big Rig and Bear. How's it going, man? 12 hours is a long day. Long day indeed. Well, it's nobody's business but your own. Either way I see it. There's been many a times I've changed my mind at the last second and got something different, or told something's available and then it's not available. You just kind of never know to a degree. And then there's varying degrees in finances. It's like me right now. I have two buddies that's going to go in with me and buy some fireworks, neither one of which can tell me how much they're going to be able to put in. I'm like, that is a factor, considering the more you spend, the better your prices are at just about everywhere. I hear you, man. I wouldn't mind going up to Bada Boom. I like their stuff pretty good. But all that stuff is like, hell, that's 6.5 hours. I had a pretty big order last year of a couple of pallets, and it is right at $500 for the shipping. But you got to think about how much you'd spend if you went up there yourself. So I don't know. I really don't. So I wanted to discuss it. See what you guys thought. The last 2 years I've went wholesale. Probably go wholesale again. I'm just debating on if I want to try to find something good or if I just want to buy standard off the shelf stuff. Which case, you got advantages of both. If I get off the shelf stuff, I can get more of it. But if I get search around and get something special, then at least I got better quality. It's the whole quality over quantity or quantity over quality issue. It is if you hit those price points. It just really all depends on how much you're spending at a place on the kind of pricing that they'll give you. What's up, Coop? 437. How you doing? But yeah, compared to going and picking it up in retail, it's crazy cheaper. But it ruins retail for the rest of your life, man, because you can't enjoy ever buying fireworks again when you know how much a case costs. It's like, I just can't do it. Thirsty to chase the cloud, yeah. I hear you, man. I'm normally more excited than I am this year. I don't really understand what's up with that. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I've been getting really good pyro lately, and it's like when you're stocked all year, it's not as big a deal as it used to be when I'd be completely out. Before, I'd just have a few bottle rockets and some firecrackers laying around this time of year, and I'd have to completely restock. And now, I've got quite a few left over from this last year to go with my new stash. It's like, yeah, you know, you're not as urgent, or I don't seem to be. Hey, Newfound Drone Productions, how you doing, man? Welcome to the room. Welcome. No, Pyro Girl Nicole, if you're still in here, people, just tell people to mind their own damn business. Don't worry about what you're doing. That's what I tell them anyway. Sometimes plans just don't work out. Of course, you know how the internet is. There's always that little Nelson guy to point his finger and go, just butted into what, bro? Not that I know of. Oh, I was just taking a night off from messing around with computers for a while. Yeah, old Thunderbomb. I made a little light up picture frame kind of thing of a label and put some packs on the outside of it. The old daisies from back in the day. No, but I will, because I'm definitely in that shop around kind of mode right now, man. I mean, I was spending enough to, make most places minimum, as long as it's not several $1,000s or some shit. Bought some fireworks from Florida a couple of years ago from Superior Fireworks. They have some pretty decent pyro, but their prices are pretty rough too, in my opinion. Well, in fact, actually, that and they substituted about 2 or 3 cases without asking me for inferior product, and that just kind of gave a bad taste in my mouth for the first time dealing with them. Yeah. Well, the Superior Fireworks, yeah. Well, that's the place I ordered from a couple of years ago. I know they're in Florida. Did you see that about the shortage and shit and why everything's going to be delayed so late into the year? That's crazy. They say it won't stop raining in China for them to be able to make fireworks. Oh, hell yeah, man. Congratulations. That's a good place to be. They have like a remake of Thunder Bombs and stuff like that, but they're not like the originals. The originals are actually DOTs, they're collectible now. You can sell those for like, I don't know how much for back on eBay. It's crazy. Yeah, man. I was gonna talk to you about some stuff. Hey, what's up, Daniel? How you doing, bro? What's your plans for this year? You gonna buy from WF Boom? What's up, Hash Info? How you been, man? Had a backpack about a year ago and lit them off. Cool. Grave digger. All right. Okay, okay. Oh, that's the best thing, man. Your buddy, everybody hooks you up with fireworks is always a good thing. All right. It's hard to beat that 40% in it. They even got the 30% on the shipping right now too. Just don't really like a lot of, their fireworks. I'm not gonna say they're bad, but they're not wow either. And a lot of the stuff that I do like said it wasn't even gonna be ready till like May or some shit. I'm like, damn, that would suck. You know, it's a little late in the year to be able to get my product. I want some shit that's in stock. I got to get them boards made way before May. I tried to do way too much last year in one day, and I am not going to do that this year. Oh God, don't even start with that shit, man. He tried his best, though. He tried and tried and tried to troll us, and we just turned him into our entertainment. He finally gave up and joined us by the end of the night because we met somebody crazier than he was. It was like, yeah, pull string firecrackers. Oh, you talking about like the booby traps, man? Yeah, I still got some. I got some of those, like right here. See, booby trap, bang, yep. I put my hand on like boom. Yeah, Pyro dudes sent me a box of novelties and I had about 10 boxes of them, and I hadn't seen those in a long time. He sells them at his store that he has on here, sparklersupply.com. Now, most places you can order novelties from. I think most states. Yeah, some pretty good little novelties on there. A lot of fun stuff. It was nice of him to send me some. I used to use them as a kid. Sparklersupply.com. They have a lot of novelties that you can order and have shipped to you for, I think, free shipping. Yeah. I know that little confetti gun's worth buying. That thing's a lot of fun. It works. I blew mine up, though, but it was fun. Somehow it chain reacted, man, and my little homemade load, it just fired all 6 chambers at once. That was no bueno. It look cool though. Starting to grow hair back on that head. Well, you gotta make it interesting after a while, you know. I don't recommend going out and doing stupid shit, but you know, you do have to make it a little interesting. No, they only ship to places where they're legal. Unless you want to, you know, deal with the black market or something. And then you'll need a contact and everything else. And I just wouldn't do that if I were you. I would not recommend it. Hey, what's up, Pyro Joe? How's it going, man? No. Newfound Drone Productions. Where were you from again? Ah, Kennedy. Yes, strict laws on that shit, I'm sure. Every time I hear Canada, it makes me think of that Great North movie where the two dudes tried to get the free beer from the brewery or some shit. I forget what it was about, but it was funny and it had Canadians in it. I remember that. Like I said, other than Canada trying to hem me up over an old Playboy magazine, I enjoyed it. Actually, may even go back this summer if it's in the thought process. Uh, Canada's Wonderland, the Gold Rush, or new roller coasters opening up this summer. And I got season passes. Indeed. It looks like just like the sister park, King's Dominion in Dawsonville, Virginia, used to look a lot like Wonderland still does. So I kind of want to go see some of that. It you know because it's been long removed from Virginia. Some of the older fixtures of the park that's been there since the beginning. They had identical ones in Virginia, but they've been destroyed, changed, and remodeled since. So it'll be cool to see. Cool. Tell you what, Platinum Pass to Cedar Fair is the way to go for me. The only problem with Cedar Point is never not crowded, so that part sucks. But the other parks are awesome. Like I can't wait for Coaster Stock at Kings Island in Ohio. That's awesome. Be riding roller coasters after midnight and stuff. It is the park is closed. It's just killer. They give us the full VIP treatment. It's awesome. Oh yeah, we have to pre-register for it and everything, but I think it's the May 18th, 19th, and 20th this year, and we get the swag bag with the T-shirts and free drinks, and you go into the park and the concessions and stuff like that. Have your breakfast and all the donuts and all that stuff's free to our club and stuff, and Then they closed down the rides and to the general public, and just if you have the club lanyard, you get to ride them as many times as you want over and over. They'll keep the park open late for us and stuff. It's awesome. We have dinner with the president of the company and the managers and all the owners and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. Dude, there's nothing like riding the Beast at midnight, the world's longest wooden roller coaster that takes you out through the woods. It's like you're flying in the darkness. It is an awesome experience. What's up, Randy Matthews? You ever have those moments in time, though, where you take that snapshot in your mind and it's just one of those perfect moments? I had one of those a couple years ago, riding a roller coaster with my daughter. As we're climbing the lift hill of this roller coaster, they start letting off the pyro behind us. And this is a slow climb, old wooden coaster. And it was just a perfect moment with me and my daughter. It was awesome. With the fireworks going off in the background and me and her on the coaster. It was, if that's my last thought, that would be killer. But yeah, I love those kind of places. But harder now that I'm older. Let's put it that way. Daniel knows, like climbing that hill of mine, right? A lot of people can, I don't know if they could tell from the videos, but climbing the mountain to let off that pyro is hard. And dangerous. A little bit, a little bit. You could get so wore out, you just leave your GoPro sitting there on the tripod. You know, well, it's not as bad as when you blew yourself up, man. That scared me there, man. I was like, oh shit. He had a bad shell, man. And all I saw was sparks and stars, and Daniel was gone. I'm like, you okay? Still nothing but smoke. He's not saying shit. He's still up there counting body parts. It's like, yeah, man. That was bad. It was one of them weapons of Beowulf, wasn't it? Sometimes you have a bad shell. That's why it says light fuse and get away. But on that hillside, you don't have a lot of room to maneuver. Not yet. Still working on it. Unfortunately, it's just like a shell. The whole mountainside's made out of shell, so it's really hard to dig into to make a platform. You literally got to mine it. Well, normally I do, but we had several igniters fail that night. So we went up and started hand firing. Of course, we were going to hand fire too anyway, just because it's more fun. We done a little bit of both. Yeah, we were lighting it up like it was the 4th of July, just for the hell of it, more or less. Yeah, we did. We had a good time, man. That was cool. You guys come down and visited old Hillbilly. Oh wow. I'm still pretty well stocked on stuff to a degree, Daniel. I'm good on 500 gram no abs anyway. I seem to have a lot of those left, and I've shot the hell out of them too. My firework graveyard is quite large, and it's been burned a few times. I had more duds and misfires this year than I've had in a while, though. A little concerning when it come time to burn the husk, that was for sure. I told the old man that he was out there getting shot at. It was funny. I told him to get the hell away from it. Well, see, that's something I'm low on. There's shells. I've only got one box left, and I think I'm gonna hook a homie up of mine with some of those. But I'm getting ready to, make a pretty big order once I decide what I'm doing. I don't know, man. That was the whole thing. It's like if I make a road trip, down South Carolina to a certain place, I can find some stuff that I want. But then I'm gonna have transportation, gas, tax, all that other shit. If I order online, then it's gonna be cheaper, but then I'm not really gonna have no selection, anything really, really good either. So I don't know. Anywhere for me, I'm in southern West Virginia, so just about anywhere that's got some good stuff, it's a considerable drive. Almost to the point to where it's just easier to order it and have it delivered. It's what I've been doing. No problem, man. Glad you made it back or getting ready to leave or I don't know. Sorry you're having internet problems. This is true. But I do the one big order while I have the money, and if I don't, then it'll be gone. See, they have a few little fireworks stores here in the state, but they're suck. They're just really high. They were charging like $135 for a box of five. It's kind of high. That's kind of where I'm at, man. I've got like this gigantic group of people coming for the fireworks, but I'm pretty much standing alone on the wallet. I've got one buddy that goes in it, but ever since his wife developed a gambling problem, his commitment has been a little, understandably lax. But other than that, it's just me and my whole pyro endeavors. Well, if you do, man, hit me up. We can talk. Yeah, I know. I've even had people try to take stuff home, just like pick up armloads of stuff as they're walking away. I'm like, what do you think you're? Well, y'all didn't like this, so we're going to. I'm like, how hell you are? I'm like, that shit's expensive. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like expected of me almost now at this point, man. I've been doing it for over 20 years for my family. Yeah, well, I can understand that too. But yeah, it does get expensive, but it's something I love. I enjoy it. So it's a labor of love, I guess. It's always the unknown commitment that bothers me about it, man. It's like my one homie, like I said, that does go in with me some. He has. First, he told me so much. Now I talk to him. He's like, he don't know. And then he circles just, he's indecision. Just, ugh. You can't plan around indecision, you know? I'm like, hey man, it kind of matters depending on what tier you hit and shit and how much you spend. Probably however much he can hide from his wife. I don't know. But it does make it hard to make decisions. And last year he just gave me money and he's like, pick the fireworks. And I'm like, dude, you're not even going to pick your own fireworks? He's like, no, man, you go ahead. And that was cool that he went in on the fireworks, you know. That was cool, like he always has. But it just, why, you know, I like other people picking their shit for the show, so you have a different perspective. Might pick up something that I would have passed up that's cool, you know. All right, now don't start the wire shit. It's too early for that. $1,200 worth of fountains and 1 inch shells. That's a shit ton of fountains, dude. Oh, how could I forget? This was a guy that was trying to troll us last night and he gave up. So actually, somebody crazier than him come in the room. That was what threw him for a loop. It just even the troll had to stop and go, "What the fuck?" And yeah, Northwest was there. It was weird. Yeah, I don't understand why you go back and retract all your messages, though. That's strange. It's kind of really paranoid, I guess. Yeah, this is true. See, that's the dilemma, man. Do you go with the over the counter or do you go for the cold? Because either way, there's advantages and disadvantages, you know? They gotta have some boom, you know? Just gotta have some boom. There's some there's some of their cakes that I've looked at and stuff that I thought was a decent deal and stuff like that. Probably enough for an order, but a small order, you know, maybe around $1,200. I could see dropping about 1,200 bucks there. That'd be about it. Yeah, gotta have the boom. Like I said, I'm already on the ground boom. I can't talk. Ground boom territory. It's just the sky stuff I gotta find. I'd like to get some M25s or equivalent, you know. Then I want the smoked TKs for sure if I can find some of those. That's something else I need to get, man. I did not buy a single fan cake last year, I don't believe. Not a single one. I think the year before I had like a lot of pancakes and I overdid it, and then the I like totally overdid it the opposite direction and had none. I've got a crazy plan set up for the 4th of July. It's just having the people to be able to pull it off. I don't know. I still want to do the air raid with the digital projection mapping and everything like I was talking about doing last year and didn't get done. Last year it was because of the raid and time restraint. But excuse me. What I want to do is put up some like silk screening, kind of like Disney, where they how they make their whole style holograms and shit. I'm gonna use ground projection of military units and stuff like that. And then I want to have searchlights and stuff open up on the sky and do the air raid sirens. And then I'm gonna have the targets on the ground explode with the ground salutes, and then have the projector, cut off or go to flames or some kind of a different scene like that. While I'm filling the sky with some, snowballs. That'd be pretty badass. That's how I want to open my Fourth of July. Yeah, I got the speakers and I've got all the projectors and I've got the smoke machines and I've got the control boards and everything to do that. I just need my stoner friends to quit fucking around and help me set the shit up. That's my biggest problem. I usually make one big buy and then I just add to my stash here and there the rest of the year, but usually one major buy, maybe two. Dude, I'm really liking that little cube firing system that I have. If you've seen it in my videos, it's a pretty sweet little firing system. It's still cheap, but it's not as cheap as the ones that they sell on eBay all the time, the little square box ones. That's why when I got this one, I gave away all my little square box systems on eBay. Not eBay, but on here, I gave I gave them away to other pyros. I'm getting tongue tied myself now. I buy if something comes across, the network and everything that I want, then yeah, I'll buy something and add to it, sure. But little buys, nothing really major. I still lost one of my modules when I blew up that Cartman doll. I knew I put it too close, but I was too lazy to go get some wire, and it just disintegrated that sucker. I was like, oh man. As a $20 module, it's like shit. Shoot, man, my home stores are just tourist trap, and their prices are insane, and they don't know what anything is. Just some dude bought the business and don't know dick about fireworks. I talked to the guy that owned the place, and he was just, just a business dude. Didn't know nothing about pyro. Didn't have a passion for it. But I was like, that's a shame. 'Cause I was trying to find out if he might have a little something, something, but he barely had a little. That's why I was saying $135 for a box of 5-inch shells, man. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah. Last year I had about 3 ton, 3 ton, I believe, total, but it was mostly all in one order. No, you can't walk back in there and pay for a cake what you can get a whole case for anymore. You just can't do it. Well, I know a good store in PA. A couple of them actually. It's just PA's a long drive for me. Hey, what's up, Chapman? How you doing? Kyle the Pyro, how you doing, man? I'm in the very southern part of West Virginia, like right on the Virginia line. $1,300 is a respectable budget, man. Yeah. Oh, dude, stores around here are ridiculous. Like I said, all I have to do is go there and see a $135 shell kit and be like, no. Oh, it's still the old box, man. I haven't even set up the new one, but thank you very much for hooking me up with the new cardboard box. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's still my. I keep fuse and stuff like that in my box, carry it out. I haven't even set up my new one yet. I take good care of this one, I promise, man. It's Ray Ray. How you been, man? Oh, the safe and sane days. It's the same way here in West Virginia for a long time, man. But we just had to go get the good shit and run the risk of getting a ticket. Hey, what's up, man? Power dude. Pop in the same time as Ray Ray. You two coordinating. Sad pandas, yeah. Yeah, I know, man. That's why I can't buy nothing from the stores around here. It's ridiculous. Yeah, no doubt, man. Yeah, that's pretty good. Old Ray Ray's pretty mellow, dude. Good way of like, no sad pandas, not yet. Nah, doing all right today, man. So how you liking that new vehicle power, dude? That's pretty sweet. You got used to it yet? Damn right, I make her work hard. Where's my whip? Get my motivational scorpions out. You ain't even driven it yet. Damn, man. I figured you'd be all over that. Or your wife just won't let you touch it. Is that what it is? She'd be like, I beat you. Shit. uh, yeah, you just like that old stuff, man. It might feel a little bit weird driving that one. Hey, she done took it, huh? Yeah. I ordered from Pennsylvania last year, man. I know there's good stuff there to be had for sure. Like to order from the same people. I just don't know how well of a deal they'll give me with a smaller order, or if they'll even waste their time with me at all. So I don't know. Yeah, it does, but wholesale, you can bypass that. Zip, zip. Hey, Dave. I hear you. I'll look into them, man. I'm open to suggestions. That's what I'm here talking about, man. If you guys know something good, drop it on me, but don't use no names on anything that you shouldn't use names on, or be mindful of your, you know, just be mindful of what we say. Yeah, I do too, mostly. It's all legal. I don't buy anything illegal, man. It's just some things are better than others. Sparklers and party poppers, that would suck balls. Yes, that would suck much balls. So you started playing D&D again, did you? Skills fit in like camouflage. You mean the skulls fit in like camouflage? Your spell check must have got you there. Ah, snakes and sparklers, yes. That movie's epic, man. With or without a scooter stick, buzz burners, church burners, booster days, scooter don'ts, whisker biscuits. You mean to tell me you ain't got a single black cat? Or however in the hell it went. It, it's not about what you like, it's about the consumer, man. Damn, you gonna stand there owning a fireworks stand and tell me that you ain't got. Hey, Pyro PA, how's it going, my brother? You must have heard us talking about PA. Seems to be all points pointing that way. Damn, that sucks. You can have something like the Jersey Shore, but you can't have fireworks in New Jersey. I mean, for real. And that's something like a Snooki exists, but you can't have a firework. That's messed up, man. I've been to New Jersey twice in my life, and both times in 30 minutes or less, I wanted to hit somebody in the face. So it was a good experience. I'm not used to people talking like they do in New Jersey, but people around here, if they talk to like that, they're getting ready to get hit. People around there throw words around like it's just normal everyday speech. I'm like, you talking to me? you know, cheap gas and tomatoes, huh? I don't know, man. I've only been there twice, but both times the experience was not positive. I'm not saying anything bad, just my experience was not positive. Probably the places I was going, you know. I wanted to go to Six Flags there, but I'm like, man, my past experiences have told me it's probably not a good idea. I'm just now revisiting fountains and stuff like that in my stuff because that's all we could buy for so many years here in this state. I guess I have a resentment for them to a degree. tried to order some shit window fireworks snow cone fountains. I really like that fountain, but they were out of stock the last minute, and I got crushing candy instead or something. Really cool. Oh, my nose is all stopped up. It's that time of year, man. This rain, the river's already coming up into the road in a lot of places and shit. It's not good. I'm afraid of getting a tire, getting a flat driving through that shit. Sounds your big tonight, man. You typing on a phone? Damn, that's hard. But it's coming down hard out there, and it's going like the rest of the week. It's continued rain, so it's going to be flooding like mad around here. Fortunately, my house is on higher ground, but the road out of town's going to get blocked. I'll have to go and make sure and get some supplies in the morning. More supplies, let's put it that way. You're going to have to get a system hooked up, Holmes. I said for you, something with old Ford car parts would be really cool. I was thinking like making a Lexan, like clear plastic case to hold everything, and then attach the car parts to it, and then try to make the Lexan as invisible as possible with some lighting. It'd be a cool project. Mountain Dew and lighters. Yup. How'd you know, man? Can, there's the lighters. Shit, where did the Mountain Dew go? Damn, I lost my soda. Dude, it's coming down. I'm gonna have to start building an ark or pull the boat out or some shit. Dude, it's already up in the road here in the low places and stuff. It's shit. I know the grocery store didn't have a single loaf of bread. People are starting to take it serious now that it's in the road. Ah, that's cool though. I could find some pretty cheap stuff for you to get a good nice little system hooked up, dude. We'll figure something out after I get done with this one. Well, after I get done with this one, I'm gonna build me a monster, my own personal computer, and then I'll get working on something for you. I actually just found a motherboard I didn't even know I had. I'm not sure what kind of processor. I think it's got a quad core in it. I don't remember. I didn't even remember I had this motherboard, so I'm gonna have to check it out. I might have a little system already ready, dude, or the start of one anyway. I've got so much shit. I have to dig through stuff and just talk about spring cleaning, man. Oh god, store, man, store tours are very popular. Last time I went to South Carolina, I recorded a few, but I never posted them because I never got them the way that I wanted them. It was like something always messed up my video. After a while, I just didn't give up. Mine is just stuff, man. I've just got way too many hobbies, too small of an area, I guess. That and this house still had shit in it. Bought it, so I got to get rid of. Now that I have a truck, I can get rid of a lot of this crap. It's been here forever. Yeah, I got a life vest and boat and all that good stuff, but I'm up on the mountain, dude. If it comes up to where I'm at, it's the end. Yeah, no doubt, man. Oh, I plan on having a yard sale, going to the flea market a lot this summer. Yeah, don't we all? Actually, if I had a few cases of shells, I could get by for a show. Actually, with what I got. Yeah, it's hard to get stuff rid of stuff that's still useful, you know. It's like an old helicopter over there. I was amazed when I pulled it out of the basement the other day. Looking at it, I was like, it still had a charge in it to turn on the lights, and it's been down there for years. I was like, that's crazy. Yeah, indeed, man. Oh god. I mean, I got a pretty good 500 gram supply. I just need some 200 grams cakes and some shells and some 500 grams and some of this. And some. I don't need everything. I want everything, damn it. That's the problem with pyro. It ain't. I'm sure what you got's good. But I am looking forward to stocking back up and getting some new shells. I do like those jawbreaker shells, so I can't complain about those. They're really nice shells. Every one of them. I didn't have a dud on out of, oh god, I had 4 or 5 cases of those. Not a single dud, but I did pull the fuse out of a few of them. The taping kind of sucked, but other than that, that was my only complaint. Is it back? It's probably because of the storm. Huh. Is it back now and working? Good luck, man. Cool, cool. Yeah, it's coming down hard, real hard. Man, this mic is shit. That's why I keep asking. Hey, what's up, SPA Pyro? We were just talking about ordering. What kind of deals you got for me, man? We were just debating on if it was best to order, if it is best to go pick it up. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, I would be too, man, because this weather is insane. I don't know, man. I like to shop around and find the best price, you know that. Or I'd already be ordering. It's all about the price and, what you can find and whatnot. You do have some good stuff. You have a lot of Pyro Demon, and I do love the Pyro Demon line. I like their shells anyway. A lot of the cakes. I've got a truck this year, and I didn't have that option before. March Madness sale, huh? Is it on your website? Ah, hmm. If you still have my email, you could send me a price list if you get time. Trying to figure out, which direction I want to go with this year. Don't know. It's always hard to pick when you're only making usually one big order. Everybody watching the game, I guess. Eh, it's like no one person has everything you want. That's the problem. And you got your buying power when you're spending more money, so you should get it at a cheaper rate. And if you spread it out to try to get everything you want, you're not going to get that discount for spending that, spending at that level. So you're kind of screwed unless you just want to piecemeal it out, and that kind of gets taxing and expensive. Just try to do whatever makes the most sense, literally and figuratively. Ah, cool. Hey, what's going up by nature? Organic gardening, North Carolina. How you doing? Oh, it's a rainy, stormy night here tonight. Is it raining up your way, West PA? Okay, cool, man. So, have you seen anything this year, West PA Pyro, that's new that's going to be out that's really blew you away, or anything really memorable? Ah, cool. You guys can get together and do a shoot. Oh, it's a carbide cannon. It's used carbide gas. You put water in it, and then you put carbide, and it produces a settling gas, and it's got a sparker on the back that you hit, and it go makes a big boom. It just makes noise, it doesn't shoot a projectile. Little fireball, but no projectile. Sweet, man. That's cool, man. Gives you a good reason to go out there and play with some stuff too. I tell you what, you can really mess with that cat, man. If Ray Ray can fly, man, you can have two drones coming at the cat at the same time. Yes, it does. No, this one here is just an antique, but it's still functional and it works. I've got a boom rocket stuffed down the front of it now. Right. Oh yeah, that'll piss you off, man. I've been elbowed in the gut many a time playing a game. Good evening, blue collar. How you doing? Mm-hmm. My old helicopter graveyard. Yeah, side of my head. Camera rig. I don't drink, but I like neon. Hey man, I do like the rockets now, especially the good ones. That case of jet screamers, I've got some of the packs inside of it actually have color, and then it's supposed to be all gold, but every now and then you get a pack that's got color in it. I'm like, that's weird how China's just so random with some of the stuff still. Ooh, yeah, if you want to kill some people, that's not a good thing to talk about. We just play with fireworks here. We don't do anything like that. shouldn't talk about stuff like that. Hey, welcome back, Maniac Pyro. Now, for your own good, you shouldn't talk about stuff like that. That get you in a lot of trouble. So I would retract that comment if I were you. You don't want somebody going back and reading that. Just for safety's sake. Nothing, no offense or anything like that. Yeah, indeed. You know how it is, man. You got to watch what you say. Dude, I took a Mustang too, and we shot it about 200 or 300 times a piece, me and my cousin both. So about 500 rounds went through that car, and smashed it with a backhoe bucket into like a cube, as close to a cube shape as I could get, and dug a hole and buried it. I hated that car. I pissed on it too when we got done. Oh yeah, you're talking about making a thunder mug. Okay, yeah, I got you. There for a minute, I thought you was talking about making something completely different. I was like, oh shit, man, don't talk about making something like that. Okay, you're just talking about something with a loud sound. I got you now, man. Sorry, my bad. Somehow reading the description, I was thinking more Claymore, you know. Oh, yeah, they'd use those back in the old sailing days to be able to sail on shore and stuff like that without using lead and powder and stuff to fire a main cannon. Just as effective and a lot cheaper to use. I'd like to have an original one. Something from like the 17th century would be cool. That's what I want to get into. I want to get into pre archaeology. I want to start looking into around 12 to 14,000 years ago. I want to look into the Younger Dryas period. Dude, this one had the four-cylinder in it. I don't remember what it was, but it was like the same motor they had in the Pinto. And it was wore out by the time that we got it. And we weren't exactly mechanics at the time either, being kids. But that car just finally got to the point to where it was just time to kill it. I never thought about that issue. That might be a problem. But be like, damn, be like I'm not a terrorist. I'm just a pyro enthusiast. I swear. Ah, yeah. Oh, good lord, there'd be a lot of motor in a car that size. That'd be crazy. Yeah, death traps. What the hell that'd be, man? Unless you done some serious work to the suspension. Yeah, I just hated the cars because they were a fake Mustang to me, man. To me, a Mustang was at least a Mach 1 or something. It wasn't that. My first car was almost a sweet, sweet Mark 1, man. That would be worth a fortune today. On the lot, my mom liked it. She said, "Oh, this is just sporty enough." And I'm like, "Yeah, I like it too." She was going to let me get the car until the dude pointed out the nitrous oxide. And I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah." Mom's like, "Oh, no." And I'm like, "Shit." So I didn't get the Mustang. Well, that would be cool. I've never done anything like that, but I have built a few cars. I built a nice Trans Am, a lot of Camaros, a lot of third and fourth gen stuff, though, mostly. I knew every nut and bolt in one of those cars. Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna do a torch giveaway sometime this week. Get around to it. Get in the pyro buying mood, I guess. It probably just all this rain that's killing me. I really do appreciate my banner, by the way, West PA Pirate. That's awesome. It's a sweet window flag. Yeah, get back to start doing some pyro giveaways instead of the random stuff. I told you the last lady that won my giveaway didn't even know she was in it. I had to argue with her to give her the prize. I was like, seriously? I'm like, you win a cool little drone and you don't even know you entered the contest. I'm like, that sucks. And then what sucked worse is she lived in Hawaii. So, yeah. Dude, that's crazy. I saw an 85 S10 with 77,000 original miles on it for sale, too. It was like on Facebook or some shit. Red, toolbox in the back. No, El Pyro dude's a Ford, man. I don't think he'd want an S10. Ford Ranger, he'd probably be like, oh, yeah. But it's all on what you like. It's all on what you grow up with, too. I'm a Chevy man myself. Always in a power buying mood. Hell yeah. Me too. And my bank account reflects that. Potato God, yeah. 2.8. It's Fuel injected. That'd probably be carbureted 2.8. Very, very weak motors, but they're dependable. But they don't have any power. That's for damn sure. One of the most embarrassing motors ever Chevrolet ever made as far as power output. Yeah, maybe a little bit. I know this girl's got this old 90s Ranger around town, and I've helped her jump start it and stuff like that a few times. And I've literally found parts of that truck when I'm going down the road before. I'd be like, I bet that belongs to that girl. Come to find out, sure enough, it'd be her starter bolt or, or something off of her truck. I'm like, the girl's boyfriend apparently don't know anything about cars. And I don't know if he puts the shit together with duct tape or what, but it's bad. I feel bad for the chick out there trying to get it started. Yeah. If you could find an 85 S10 with a solid body, it's a good investment, especially for a good price. It's hard to find that's not been rotted away in a lot of places, or around here anyway. There's a lot of them that still run just fine, but their bodies are way gone. That's one thing I will give Ford over Chevrolet. They have better paint or better bodies. They don't seem to rust quite as bad as the Chevrolets did. They're all about the same now, but back in the day, the Ford body lasted a lot better. But I'd have to give it to Chevy for the 350. Depends on it. It seems like Ford can make a good truck, but they can't make a very good car. It's been my experience. Just shoot it out in the field and see how far it'll go. Shit. What are we shooting? Yeah. Blacked out Yukon. Nice ride. I just got a shit. I can't even remember what it is. It's a Nissan. Yeah, it's a Nissan Frontier, little pickup truck, little used truck, but I like it. It's my first Japanese vehicle, and it's so simple. After working on German cars, it's like wow, this shit is like so simple. So all you gotta do is work on a German car for a couple of years, then anything is like, oh man, this is so much better. I had the old Nissan 250. Oh god, the old Nissan Z's. I want a 350Z someday. I'd like to have a nice one. If I ever had a car, just for me, that would be something to drive around for fun. I'd like to have one of them little bad boys. But if I bought one, everybody'd be talking about me having a midlife crisis and shit. So I can't have a sports car right now. I remember one day I was driving down the interstate. I saw a 60, oh God, what is it, 62 split window Corvette, the sweet one, Stingray. And the old guy was pulled over and he couldn't get out of the car because he was too old. And I was like, that's about right. You get to the age that you can afford a car like that and you're about ready to die. Of course, all these TV shows and all this car stuff and all the stuff that they have now is just super overinflated the market for some things. Say, hey, what's up, Ozark Mountaineer? I got some Ozark Trail gear over there. I got it from Walmart. It's pretty good stuff. I can't really complain. It's not a bad brand. How about Ozark Trail? No, it's not an Ozark Trail tent. It's a Northwest Territories tent. That's what I got for a tent. Yeah. I'm not about making car payments. That's my thing. I'd rather have something that had a few years on it and was paid for than have to make car payments because they suck. No, that was my dream car for a very, very long time. Still is one of, I think it's everybody's dream car to a point, but it's not my number one anymore. I prefer old school rides when it comes to working on them, but I grew up during the fuel injection and everything like that, so I'm pretty handy with that. So I like the technology and the comfort of the newer rides, but I like the class and the style of the older rides. Yeah, it's like older than me, man. Well, the gas crisis did cause American cars to suck all the way until like the mid 90s. It started getting better. But just about anything from 75 to the mid 90s pretty much sucked. Because even after the gas crisis, then they put all that emission bullshit on there and choked it down to ridiculous horsepower numbers. And the shitty part was you were still getting the same gas mileage, but you're just getting way less power, which is, I don't understand. Yeah. What's up, Tiger? Just sitting here on a dark and stormy night, man. Just bored. Shooting the shit with everybody. I think everybody else just sitting around bored too. Talking about cars and fireworks and whatever else pops up. I guess guy chat, you could say. Yeah. I know for a fact that Chevrolet, a lot of it wasn't lies, man. The numbers were sad, and so was the friggin' reality. Even the Corvettes and stuff in the 70s are only pulling 180, 185 horsepower. and it stayed crappy for God all the way up until the LT1 fuel injector two port engines were introduced. And even then, it was just over the 200 and some mark for the top of the lines. Yeah, that's got a lot to do with it, man. It's what you grow up around and with, what you got memories with, you know. It was a bad time for cars, that was for sure, here in America anyway. It might have been like that for the Fords, dude, but I've drove them. They really, on the Chevrolet side of things, they weren't lying. They dumbed the motors down to where they sucked. I was really disappointed. Most of it's that smog control bullshit that they put all over them during the 80s and stuff. Oh, the gamer lad is back. What's going on, gamers lad? How are we doing tonight? Have you found anybody to torment yet? Apparently not. Hmm. I'm talking about more late 70s stuff, man. Like, I don't know, when did the gas crisis and stuff really hit? Like 77, 78, somewhere around in there is when the cars really started to suck. All right. Well, that kind of language don't make you a lot of favors, man. If you come in here to talk and be decent, then speak and be decent. Sweet, man. Congrats, dude. About 78, yeah. Yeah, man, that's what I was talking about with, on my end of the cars where they started stuck like in the late 70s, all the way from the 80s and in the early 90s. But yeah, before that, they were wide open. And it depends on the kind of cars, man. It was the birth of some Hondas and stuff like that. You know, it was good for that kind of stuff for sure. Good for Nissan. A lot of Nissan cars kept popping up. God, I remember shit, Datsun. I was just talking about how Nissan used to be Datsun. All the Datsun trucks and stuff that used to be on the roads around here, they all rusted away. I mean, I've seen a few what's left of them, and they're not roadworthy. I haven't seen a roadworthy Datsun truck in a very long time. Check out Hennessy's channel. I don't think so, man. Yeah, a lot of them are collectible now, man. Some of them little old Datsun cars and shit that nobody really looked at, they're collectible. If you have one that hasn't rusted away yet. Yeah, but it all depends on an individual style, man. Some people like the old school stuff. Some people like the new school stuff. It's a little mix of both. I hear you, man. Man knows what he likes. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I know Power Dude on his old vehicles now. He likes what he likes for sure. For me, I've got any more. As long as it'll start and it's dependable and gets me where I want to go, that's about all that matters to me right now. That's why I like my little Metro project. That little white car's a piece of shit, but I'm going to get it to where it's running about 50, 55 miles per gallon. So that'll be pretty awesome. And that little car is solid, man. It's a shame to let it go to waste. You saw the video I did up under it, man. It didn't look that bad, did it, Pyro Dude? The whole sending unit for that car cost $20, man. The whole new floats, the whole fuel basket, the whole 9 yards, man. $20. Oh, it's definitely in that old sending unit. See, my little brother, he put a new fuel pump in it. He's just started tinkering with cars and stuff, and he just put a new pump in it. Didn't replace anything else, and car still wouldn't start. And I finally tracked it down. Well, now it's my car because I traded him out of it and figured it was a fuel pressure problem. Sure enough, leaking the fuel pressure back off into the gas tank. I can prime it. It'll start and run just fine, all day, but it won't start from the key without priming it because of the fuel pressure issue. I mean, the pump's working fine, but one of the hoses in the fuel basket and shit like that's got a hole or crack or something. It's just deteriorated with age. It's one of the sweet things about that car, man. The parts are cheap as hell. Oh yeah, the whole sending unit with all the hoses and everything's like $20. I've got a new one waiting to put in it. It's just rained for the last month here continuously. I'm about ready to just say screw it and start working on the boat. It's got to return. It's got the tune port fuel injected 4 cylinder in it. It's got the larger engine for the Metro, which is a good thing to have, I think. It's not the 3 cylinder Metro, but the 4 cylinder fuel injected one. No, it's PC controlled. Tune port fuel injection. It's a pretty powerful little car, considering. I'm gonna put a cold air intake on it and stuff just to stretch the mileage out a little bit and a few other little mods. Not for performance, but for just stretch out the mileage. Oh, I've got to replace most of the gaskets in the motor to start with, so I'm going to powder coat everything as I go just for the hell of it. So when I have the hood pop, people will be like, why is that motor so awesome on a little shit car? I'm going to make it like that. Car itself's going to look just, like a regular little get around crappy car, but I'm going to make the motor look like a jewel case. Oh, I discovered the problem, dude. It's the fuel pressure on that car. It's just a matter of fixing it. I got the tank and everything dropped. I just couldn't get the fuel lines disconnected. My brother marred up the quick disconnects on the fuel line last time he put the fuel pump in there. So, and it's right against the frame rail of the cars. And I started messing around with the an electric chicken's truck, blown fuses. All right, I got the blown fuse in the truck for you. See electric chicken where you're throwing me. What? You've been working with the gas fumes too? I hear you, man. Yeah. See, that's what I kept telling my little brother, but he kept saying I was saying he didn't know how to do the fuel pump. And he took it personal and shit, and he wouldn't look at direction no more. That's what killed him. So finally, I was like, "All right, man, I'll tell you what. I'll trade you this 9 millimeter for this car, and I'll take it and fix it. So it's my car now." Really, that'd be crazy. Okay, I got you. Like chickens, all right. Like a chicken head, man. Yeah, I like Honda and I like Toyota both. Hey, welcome back, Westby. And not reading pressure's low, where the feedback loop or it's sucking air is what I noticed. I disconnected at the fuel pressure regulator and just had the key running the pump. Should have got a steady stream out of there, but I was pulling a lot of air pockets with it. So there's definitely a something a cracking when that feed line or somewhere in that fuel basket. Somewhere it's sucking air in the tank, even with the tank like, 3/4 full. It's still sucking air, so it's got to be something in the up to the top of the basket or somewhere in that area. So instead of just trying to find it, I'm replacing the whole assembly. Should be a quick plug and play, man. Done. Bolt it back in and good to go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because the car had the same issue before the new pump was put in. The pump wasn't the issue, it was the fuel basket itself. Every sensor in this car has been replaced, man. Everything on it's brand new. The guy that had the car replaced just everything. Well, basically, there is a leak, but it's inside the gas tank and it's causing the system to lose pressure, and that's why it's not starting. But if you start it, it's got enough pressure to run and run well. It just doesn't have enough pressure to start it, so it's bleeding it back off. Well, see, that's the thing about it, man. Every sensor, every part on this car is brand new, and there's probably about two of them because the guy tried to figure out the problem for a long time, and he just never would drop the tank. Yeah, it's a simple fix. I think it'll be a good little car for a while anyway. Might as well drive it until it dies. I noticed if you let it sit for a couple of months, you get a little bit of smoke, but I mean, it was made in 2000, so I mean, you're gonna have that. Yeah, I think there's definitely a hole in the line in the side in the tank in the fuel basket. Because if it was anywhere else, I'd see it, smell it. Flex seal. Oh yeah, man, he's flex seal for all kinds of gasoline related purposes. Billy Mays will come and save me, I'm sure. My car is bursting into flames because of the flex state. Billy Mays will pop out of the trunk and just rescue me, guaranteed. I think it says right so on the label, man. It'll be his new commercial. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap this up because this stuff went way out of left field. It's good everybody talking and stuff. And I'll chat you guys up later. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. Pyro, dude, have a good one, bro. Tell Ray Ray I say, hey, if you guys get together, have fun, man. Be safe. All right, man. I'll show you more about it when I'm back filming on it and stuff. But I'm 99.9% positive I've got her figured out. Though this new fuel assembly will fix her up. But I'll definitely do a video on it for sure. Oh hell yeah, man! I'm not ashamed to drive a Metro. I'm saving all kinds of money in that little car. But you guys have a good night. Take it easy, everybody. KB, Randy Matthews, Gamers Lab, West PA Pyro. If you're still here, thanks for stopping by, bro. I'll definitely hook me up with that price list. Let me see what you got. You guys take it easy and have a good night.